Yo, what's good everybody? I'm rhickey28. Welcome to the YouTube channel. MLB The Show 22 came out today. Early access came out on April 1st at midnight. I'm here to help you. I'm hopefully going to teach you guys exactly what I did, how I feel about all the choice packs and everything that's in the new game. There's a bunch of new things, new programs, a whole brand new way that Diamond Dynasty works. We're starting off the YouTube channel with the way that I thought about all the different choices in the two big choice packs, the Legends pack and the Cover Athletes pack, and why I made the decisions that I did and who I was really debating between. And I'm just hoping that it could help anybody who's new to MLB The Show to really just be able to make a good decision, to make the right decision for themselves. So I went through the things that I felt about each individual player that was included in either pack. So hopefully this helps anybody who's brand new to the game, has not partaken in the early access phase. Of course, you won't have the Cover Athlete pack, but you can buy them on the market and stuff like that. So this should help no matter what. This should help whatever your situation is. And I'm going to go through everything that was going through my head when I was looking at all the choices. There's a lot of really cool new legends and other fan favorites. So there's a lot of great players to pick from. Without further ado, let's get into the video. It is our first time taking a look at all these great new cards. We got a whole bunch of packs because we got the deluxe edition. So I have 20 show packs, a tech test thank you pack, which is really sweet. That's pretty sweet. We got a Twitch drop pack because I've been watching Twitch all day. We got the Shohei pack. We got an item pack, 6 of them. Okay. A ball player pack, the Cover Athletes pack, and the Legends. So let's go through it real quick. So with the brand new Shohei pack, they give us a nice little bat skin and a universal profile banner. That's a really nice banner. I could definitely see me using that. Okay, now let's take a look at the legend cards to start us off. They got a really nice set of cards here. We got Randy Johnson, Chase Utley, Ricky Henderson, Mickey Mantle, and Vladimir Guerrero Sr. We got a choice of 88 overall diamonds. Randy Johnson has an interesting pitch mix. So he doesn't start with outlier on the fastball with at least this 88 diamond. So that's very interesting. He's got a slider, a slurve, and a changeup. It's not exactly the pitch mix that everybody wants. However, it might still be very relevant in this game because sinkers were kind of nerfed, at least in the tech test. So I kind of feel like they're trying to bring out the other pitches for every pitcher. So this might be a really solid card with the slider and the slurve and the changeup. He's got good speed differentials. He's got good potential to be a pretty decent card in the beginning. Let's take a look at Chase Utley's stats. He doesn't have a lot of power versus left. And his contact versus left is a little low, but his contact and power versus right is going to be really valuable to start off the year. And that defense at second base, you don't necessarily need great defense at second base. Ricky Henderson is an interesting one. He's got pretty good contact for the start of the game. No power. You didn't really expect much power. 56 against righties. He's got decent power against lefties with 70. He's an okay fielder. Not too terrible. But that speed and that stealing, that is gonna cause mayhem on the base paths. Now, Mickey Mantle. 88 Mickey Mantle, switch hitting center fielder. He's got pretty good fielding. It's not the greatest fielding. He's got a great arm, 80 arm, especially in the beginning of the game. Really solid. His contact, pretty damn good for a card in the beginning of the game. That power, 94 power versus right, that's pretty sick to start out with. I'm not gonna lie. That looks really solid. 82 speed makes up for a little bit of the fielding problems that he might bring. Silver defense, not the best. all in all, this so far is my favorite of the choices. Now, Vlad Sr. looks pretty damn solid as well. He's got really good contact versus right. He's got solid 76 power versus right. 81 contact versus left is nothing to scoff at. 70 power versus left is also really good. So he actually might, to me, it's a toss-up between Vlad Sr. and Mickey Mantle about who are the better cards, who are the best cards in this particular pack. Of course, you might have different preferences. For me personally, I will not be choosing Vlad Sr. because now his card looks great on paper. I personally could not hit with him in 21. I was really bad with him, to be honest. It was kind of embarrassing. So for Vlad Sr., I'm probably not going to pick him, but it's really tempting looking at these numbers. That 97 arm is going to be nasty. His fielding is going to be kind of mediocre out there in the outfield, but I guess, you know, an 88 overall, you kind of got to expect it a little bit. Now let's take a look at our cover athlete packs. This is really exciting because they did not mention this on the SDS stream. So this I'm really interested in. I don't know who's going to be in it. I mean, I kind of know who's going to be in it, but a lot of people were hoping that David Wright would be in it. Unfortunately, it does not look like he's here. Unfortunately, David Wright is not here, but this is quite a variety of really good players. So we start off with starting pitcher Shohei Ohtani. So this is a starting pitcher card. I like the way they did the art of it actually being the cover. It's kind of funny, kind of cool. But yeah, so Shohei, a lot of people had problems pitching with him in 21. Me personally, I was a huge fan. I did amazingly well with the Shohei Ohtani card, and I think he was really good. Let's take a look. He's got a slider, splitter, cutter, curveball, so he doesn't have that much sought after sinker. However, we don't know if that's going to be such a high valued pitch anymore because of the changes to the way that the game is played. So it's kind of exciting to think that it could be, you know, it could go either way. His hitting stats are ridiculous still. Even though he's a starting pitcher, his hitting stats are insane. He's going to be so valuable when you have to use a pitcher to hit. Shohei is going to be untouchable, you know? He basically gives you 9 players in your lineup that are going to be able to hit. He's got a lot of good speed. He's got really good power. He's got decent contact for the beginning of the game. I mean, the 60s is not bad. The only thing is he's primarily a starting pitcher, so you won't be able to use him every single game. Fernando Tatis, he's got all these secondary positions. He's got second base, third base, left field, center field, right field. He's primarily a shortstop. Great power, solid contact, great arm, not so great defense, but he's got the speed to make up the difference on the fielding, in my opinion. Javi Baez doesn't look bad. He's got great fielding. He's got pretty solid speed. And he plays a whole bunch of different secondaries, similar to Tatis. He's got maybe a position or two less than Tatis, but he's got pretty good stats, pretty good hitting stats against righties. Best batter against lefties that we've seen so far. Bryce Harper, kind of typical of what you would expect from an 88 Bryce Harper. He can hit really well against righties, and he's pretty solid against lefties. And he's got a great arm. And the fielding kind of lacks and the speed kind of lacks. Solid choice. You can't really go wrong with the Bryce Harper card. His swing is amazing. Aaron Judge, if you like his swing, if you can hit with a guy that's that tall, I know some people struggle with it. Me personally, I had my ups and downs with Aaron Judge. Sometimes I really liked him, sometimes I really didn't. Look at the power that he brings. Look at the power that he brings to the table. He's got amazing fielding. He 66 speed. Maybe you can get away with it in the beginning of the game, but he brings a lot to the table, so the speed isn't really that much of an issue. Griffey was MLB The Show 17's cover athlete. This is not his best card. We're gonna have a 99 Griffey eventually. We all know that. We all know Griffey absolutely rakes. He is amazing. His fielding, pretty solid on the card. His arm, not bad. Speed, 70. You know, not bad. He can still play the outfield, you know, he can still do a good job in the right stadium. His contact versus right and his power versus right is the real selling point on this card. Incredible, incredible. With a lefty bat who can play center field. I mean, Griffey could be the choice. Josh Donaldson, solid, maybe not great, but pretty solid hitting stats, pretty decent fielder. Josh Donaldson is not a bad choice. Miggy is an absolute beast. Third base primary, first base, left field, right field, secondaries. I mean, I loved his milestone card from 21. He's got a lot of power. He's got great contact. His fielding, I mean, it's Miguel Cabrera. You don't take him for fielding. You know, you don't expect him to be a great fielder. He's a fantastic hitter. And in my opinion, he's got a pretty damn good swing. McCutchen is another one of those fan favorites. He's got great speed. Not great fielding, but you know, you can live with it in the outfield. A lot of contact versus left, a lot of power versus left. Decent against righties, but honestly, there's so many outfielders to start this off, and you're gonna face so many right-handed pitchers to start us off as well, that it kind of feels like maybe, just maybe, there's better options out there because of the amount of righties you're gonna hit against. I know everybody's excited about Joe Mauer. Not a lot of power on this card. Very high contact, great fielder, great arm behind the plate. He's gonna be a pretty solid option in the beginning of the game. For me personally, I'd prefer guys with more power and maybe a little less contact, because the hits per nine and everything are not going to be there. It's not going to be going crazy in the beginning of the game. How can you fault a Twins fan or anybody who is a Joe Mauer fan for taking him right away? I mean, you just can't. Ryan Howard, another fan favorite, one of the brand new legends in MLB 22. Lot of power, a lot of power, solid, really good contact versus right, solid contact versus left, 110 power versus right, 96 power versus left. Fielding, you don't expect great fielding from Ryan Howard, but this card is pretty damn solid if you ask me. And our final pick, our final choice from the pack, David Ortiz, the final cover athlete. He's always gonna be an incredible power hitter for you. It really all comes down to, do you like his swing or not? Me personally, I wasn't great with him last year. I did not do a very good job with him in MLB 21. I will not be taking him. However, David Ortiz, brand new Hall of Famer, legend from the Boston Red Sox. If you're good with this swing, he might be a solid option at first base for you. In the end, it was kind of an easy pick for me personally for the Legends pack. I really felt like it came down to Mickey Mantle and Vlad Sr., but for me, I really like Mickey Mantle's swing. I'm a big time fan of him, and he absolutely dominated for me in MLB 21. And Vlad Sr., I just really don't hit well with, so I ended up taking Mickey Mantle. With the cover athletes pack, I was actually heavily debating. I didn't think this going in. When I was thinking about all the different cover athletes, I didn't think that I would end up having to debate between Miguel Cabrera, Fernando Tatis. Of course, there's a lot of great choices, but in the end, I ended up going with Tatis. His versatility and his speed and just that bat in general really just was exactly what I feel like I probably need in my lineup. So there you have it. Hopefully the video helped you out a lot and you're able to make a decision a little better, or you're able to pick somebody up off the market that maybe you didn't really consider the first time and you weren't sure about. So yeah, if you liked the video, please subscribe, give a thumbs up, write a comment. Every little thing helps. This is the brand new start of the YouTube channel, and I'm gonna be putting up a lot more videos for the new game, a lot of all the new features, just exactly all the strategies that I'm handling. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. We also stream on Twitch almost every night at 11 p.m. at least 5 nights a week, and with the new game coming out, it might be a little time before I take a night off. So I'll catch you guys around. Good night, everyone.